Hello, SteveArts89. Well, we have another image of the Thundercats Cat's Lair. Now this one, they're showing us little bits. They showed us the outline, they showed us the shadow, they showed us the glowing Thundercat symbol. They showed us then a very forward shot of the front where you couldn't get a real sense of the dimensions. Then they showed us a little back shot of the screen and the consoles and things like that with a lino to get some sense of scale. And now we're seeing sort of below onto the side of that, but on the side, and I'm not really happy with what I'm seeing. Now the cool thing is they have a whole little table with chairs and like a little conference room sort of thing, which I think is based on one of the ones they used in the show. I'd have to go back and watch it. I just recently watched it on DVD, the complete series, for the first time a month or so ago. Before that I watched it about 15 years before that, and that was just the first season. So I can't tell if this is accurate to the actual the drawings of the backgrounds of the Cat's Lair in the episode. I'm assuming it is, just like, you know, the Thunder Tank was. But there's two issues with it. One, well, the main issue when you look at it, the scale seems a bit weird. You see three levels, but the top level and the bottom level and the middle level are totally different. The middle level is really narrow and it doesn't look like it could actually hold a figure when they really should be spread out evenly so you can fit a figure on each level. So that's an issue. The staircase is too narrow to actually put any figures on, so it's just there for looks. And I mean, you can see the inside of the giant claws where various things will sit. People are sort of hoping the Thundercat will fit in there like a garage, I think. I don't know. But the main issue is the back of it, because originally the idea was it was just one big piece and it didn't open up like the Snake Mountain or Castle Grayskull. And I thought that really takes away some of the playability, because you can open it up and have two sides, two walls. It just works a lot better than just having one space, basically. But they are doing that now, but they're doing it more like the Master of the Universe Castle Grayskull from the 2002 series, where they had the front section was one piece, but the back was two separate pieces. So it opened up, so you kind of got three, well, not three walls, you kind of got one full wall and two half walls, which kind of felt like three walls. But I think it undermines the overall solidness of it. Like Castle Grayskull, Snake Mountain, Crystal Castle, they're all solid. You can close them up, they're like a solid unit. It's like a dollhouse. But this, I never really liked the 2002 Castle Grayskull. It's still in the box on my bookshelf. It's not out. The other ones are on my floor. I live with them permanently. I love them. So Snake Mountain is next to my computer, and the Crystal Castle is over by my bookshelf. So they're all out. And they've been either on top of my bookshelves or somewhere on the floor since I bought them, basically. But the 2002 one, I put it up once. I put it up a second time to take some video, actually, and then put it back in the box again. And this has the same problem where it's got this little half wall and it's got a bunch of furniture you can sit up against it, but it basically looks like the back of the mountain. And I'm like, why would you make the back of the Cat's Lair a mountain? It's not a mountain. It's a solid building that's built into a cutout section in a mountain, but that's not the back of it. So if you want to set your Cat's Lair up in a mountain setting and sit it and push it back into something like that, that's fine. But to make it the back of it, like that's the back of the mountain, it doesn't work well. It doesn't work at all. And it appears as though that closes off some of it, and then you get a little top section where you can actually see in to the control room. Like there's no closed back. And I'm like, oh yeah, I'm not liking this. I'm not liking the separate little half doors. I'm not liking the mountain as the back of the thing, and I'm not liking the hole looking through, not being a solid. What I want is a solid item I can close up, and that's the castle. That is the Cat's Lair, like the original one. You can close it up and it's sat there as its own unit. Solid, movable, its own, you know, entity, its own thing. Whereas this, it just seems like you're getting little half sections. As much as the detail looks nice and the amount of effort they've gone into getting things like that right, the overall, it just doesn't look right. The levels don't look right. Doesn't look like you're actually going to be able to use all 3 levels. Just do 2 solid levels with a lot of detail, like Castle Grayskull. Don't try and squeeze in 3 and have 1 be non-functional, just there for appearance's sake. That's what it looks like. Yeah, it's not working for me on many levels. The split back, the back that looks like the rock, the mountain, the open part, none of it works. The furniture, the detail, interesting. But the overall planning design, looks like a bit of a disaster. So we'll see, because we've yet to see a real reveal. They could change things. If there's enough fan complaints or comments, they could actually change things. They've done that before. So, like Snake Mountain compared to the final Snake Mountain, was a lot of differences. Noah's Jurassic would have to fix this, but they do make changes. So let's just see what happens.